Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Horizon 5 video where we will be taking a look at the 1990 Aston Martin Lagonda, first added to Horizon 5 during the Back to the 90s update, where we could unlock it on the festival playlist for just 20 points during the winter season. I do think it is kind of funny that FORZA have decided to class it as a retro sports car instead of a retro saloon car. I think it is most likely miscategorized there, and we will be taking a look at the body kits and seeing if it's generally a good addition to Horizon 5 and the way it performs. We'll start here at Devil's Pass Horizon Race on the Badlands DLC. That is the rally expansion if anyone was interested in that.
3, 2, 1, go!
Starting off, it is a little bit slow. That is kind of expected for a car of its weight, but we'll see how it handles on these corners as we cut through the pack. It does definitely feel out of place having 4 doors and being in the Retro Sports Cars Championship. That is what I have stated before, that I do believe it was a small mistake that it was accidentally included in that category. Just past that old skyline. If I can catch up to it. Seems to be driving alright. Apart from me cutting through the bushes, that is. Let's try not to run into the back of that NSX again. All we have to do is pass the current first place. I think that's a Mitsubishi GTO, that is. At this point, I definitely do feel that this would be a strong contender for Horizon Apex and Street Scene. Possibly drag racing as well. The way it goes around these corners, it just kind of feels like it's a natural at it as well. So this is all factory FORZA. The Horizon stock standard upgrades on here. I haven't put anything on it yet. In its current state, I am more than happy to say that it makes a fairly decent car when racing on the roads. Before we go into Horizon Wilds, we will be putting on the rally upgrades and checking out the body kit options available for it. Before we take it any rally trail racing, let's put some upgrades on it. We'll start here by adding a twin turbo on here. Next we are going to go over and upgrade the exhaust to a racing exhaust, just to make it sound a little bit different, and also put anti-lag on that because that fits a rally car really well. Next we're going to go and change the tyre compound to the off-road tyre compound and increase the track width to the maximum possible on the front and rear. Now we will then go and add the off-road suspension because no one wants to be driving around on stiff springs on dirt. Next, the body kit, we have the option of the stock front bumper and the Horizon front race bumper. So there is no body kit option available for the front. Now we've put the kit on it and the rally upgrades. By kit I mean rally upgrade parts, just to make it a little bit better off-road. So let's take it here and see how well it goes. This one will be a nighttime race. I think there's a couple of rivers as well. The start doesn't seem too well on this, but we're more interested in seeing how well it handles on the dirt. Seems to go through that river. Oops, watch out, I'm driving into fences again. Bit of a wide car on a narrow rally circuit, so that'll tend to do that to you as well. Just push my way past that old fair lady there. See if we can slip past the skyline. It seems to be handling quite well here, apart from me going a little bit too quickly into the corners. Definitely isn't too bothered by racing on dirt or through the rivers or streams, if you want to call it that. Let's see how it handles a jump here. It handles kind of okay, but I didn't mean to land on that one. To me, it definitely does feel like it would make a fairly decent rally build as well. It will probably drive a lot better if it was converted to all-wheel drive. That way we won't get the traction loss that we're getting in the rear. Still thought I could pull a drift around there, but it didn't really work out for me. Next we will be moving into the Horizon Baja, but before we go off into the cross-country racing, let's go back to the outpost and put some more upgrades on it, more suitable for the Horizon Baja. Now we've arrived back at a festival outpost, let's go and put some proper off-road cross-country tyres on here. So we want the off-road, it's called off-road race tyre compound, but I do think it's more suited for cross-country. Next we will go and put the track width as maximum, or as put the wheels out as far as possible on the front and the rear, followed by the race transmission. Just hopefully it'll be able to accelerate a little quicker off the start lines with this upgrade. Then we will go over and put on some full body roll cage, make it a little bit more stable, and then we will go and put racing brakes on it, because I do think it does need a little bit of improvement there, so that would help a lot. And with that we'll take it out and see how well it goes in the Horizon Baja. Now we've arrived at a Horizon Baja, the apex run we will use. Let's take it here and see if it makes a fairly decent cross-country vehicle. Hopefully the platform on this is fairly even, or hopefully, I mean by that is the vehicle is long enough that it is just able to gently glide across the road. I mean dirt. The gearbox didn't really help there, I still got left behind by a lot of the pack. We can push our way past that old Mustang there and try not to hit into that Ford Raptor. An old BMW, I think he might be in the way on my landing. Doesn't seem to. And now the, what is it? The pin task list has popped up from June Duos. I don't even know why that forces itself up there sometimes. I wish I could permanently turn that off. But anyway, see if we can fly across this river and gain some ground on these opponents. Just cut the corners a bit. That might help catch them up and hit the BMW, doesn't matter. Try and cross where this river is shallow if I can find it. All we have to do is catch up to first place. It seems to handle reasonably okay here on the cross country, but it does seem to lack the speed to be able to keep up with the first place car. Maybe that's just because he's better equipped for this. But handling wise, it is definitely possible to make it a Baja vehicle. And with that now brings us to the end of today's Horizon 5 video, where I took a look at the 1990 Aston Martin Lagonda added to Horizon 5 during the Back to the 90s update. To me, this car makes a fairly decent apex car, and it does also incredibly well on the Wilds and Baja, but it does suffer a little bit of traction control loss, but that's not really the problem. If you like watching reviews on the cars added to Horizon 5 during the festival playlist for the remainder of its life, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more, and thanks for watching.